Well, welcome to my new co-host. What
Hi,
what is it like?
being your co-host.
Yes, being part of
Pain in
this
the butt.
love of my life.
Pain in my ass. Um, you know what? It is a great honor. I'm a very creative person. Having this new outlet is going to be amazing. But there's also just a little bit of pressure
Treasure
to
how?
to make sure that the our future guests are having a great time because that's all I want, you know?
Yes, I think that is a good point. A good point. Um, what are we doing here, Jillian?
What are we doing here?
Yeah, right now.
We are here to tell all the guesties watching this what we are up to, what's up our
Yes.
sleeve.
Well, what is up our sleeves? I had this a couple of weeks ago. I had this little idea about. Um, I mean, we're all a little bit, I don't want to say bored, but we're starved of ghost content right now.
We're a
It's
little
taking,
feral.
listen, the last post, not the last one, but the last actual post from Ghost for New Year's Day being, thank you for your patience through our silence. Lots to come in 2024. Listen, our patience has, there has to be an end. Like, don't
we're
test
we're
us.
almost 4 months into it.
Don't fucking test us.
From.
Yeah, and because of that, I thought, why not do something for the community and do something with the community? Give
Hmm.
people a voice. And I thought the best way to achieve that is by interviewing bigger names, smaller names in the ghost community, people that I have always been wanting to talk to, and I thought this would be a great opportunity to do that. And so we have invited a bunch of guests to come on the podcast, and we are going to talk to them about the future of Ghost. Meaning, a new album, maybe a new papa, the upcoming movie, the new era, aesthetic, whatever. And since these episodes with the guests are only about them and their opinions, oh, and also about the theories, we thought we could do a little segment, or a little extra video about our opinions.
About hours, yeah.
Yes. So, as I've already mentioned, this will, for example, be about the next album. Jillian.
Me,
It.
you're gonna start off with me.
Yes, yes, please.
Oh, okay. Then this next album. Um, I'm gonna be honest, when I listened to each album for the first time, I hated it. So I've no doubt in my mind when I listen to this next album,
You
I'm
will
gonna
hate
hate it.
it.
But it'll grow on me. When I was thinking about all this stuff, I kept referring back to Tobias's post about the final day of the tour, and he's like, "The empire is now built." And I started researching what are the stages of an empire. You know, it rises, it falls, it whatever. Like, what is the next step now that the empire is built?
Yes.
What is this aesthetic? What are the vibes going to be? And every single time I've tried to come up with something, I mean, Tobias has proved it wrong. So I'm really keeping an open mind. I'm not on his level. I'm not on the square. You know what I mean?
I was just about to say it. Oh
Uh,
my god, don't take stuff like that from me.
you do it. Okay, I'll do it again. I'm not on the level.
Are you on the square though?
No, not on an oval, I think. But I kept thinking of that, and I'm like, ugh, I don't know. And um, I think I would like it to be more futuristic and weird and dark. I think I really want it to be dark. I want it to be something aesthetic wise, like I don't know, that Hellraiser costume. I know it's not practical, but I would love something just out of the box like it.
Yeah.
I do love like the traditional, I don't know, Pope aesthetic. But we'll get into that
Yeah, yeah,
later. But as far as musically, I'm really leaning towards 70s rock. I would
Yes.
love, like, the thing I love about the 70s is it used like an orchestra. Like, there's a lot of string instruments, and I think I would love that
Yes.
in this sound. Um, the thing I love about Impera is that it was more strategic and Satanism instead of less
Yeah.
like generic
Yeah. Yeah.
Satanism.
Yeah.
So I would hope that the next album is even more. Like, let's get into issues
Mm.
and talk about them. And
Yes.
I think I'd really love something like that.
Yeah.
So, what do you think? What kind of vibes and aesthetics do you want?
Well, I mean, I have to say, you and I think we agree on most of these things. Not all of
Yeah.
them, but some of them, especially when it comes to the aesthetic and a potential new papa. I would also like it to be as dark as possible. Raw, like, again, I'm an Opus girl, so I would like something, a little bit back to the roots. Yeah. I also said 70s rock would be amazing. Imagine some very early day Queen would also be cool. That mixed with
Ooh, yeah.
like a satanic vibe. I think I would like that. Um,
Yes.
I have to be honest, when it comes to the topics, I don't care as much.
Mm-hmm.
Um, we've already interviewed two guests, and one of our guests, Rebel Rain, she said something amazing about what this album is going to be about. You can listen to that in her episode, but she said it's basically about, let's say, politics, in general. I could imagine something like that. Would I like it? Yes, sure. Um, but yeah, I don't care as much about the topic. Yeah. Talking about the album, when will there be a new one, Jillian?
Oh, I would love to think this year there will be
Mm.
one because Impera was released in 2022.
Yeah.
They did a tour and then they did more touring in 2023.
Yeah.
So I would love for there to be one this year, but
Yeah.
if there's not, I think it would be at the very end of this year.
Yeah.
Um, or, I mean, I want you guys to listen to Rebel Rain's episode because she makes a really good point. And so next year, at the very beginning, there could be the new album.
Also, I'm really glad that we have yet to interview the majority of people, because I'm already starting to adapt other people's opinion.
Right, I'm changing my ideas.
Especially with some stuff Leon said about the
Yeah.
timeline. But I would like to believe that there will be a live album first, from the LA Forum.
Yes. Oh yeah.
So
That's
I
got to
can
get out of the way before anything new
yeah,
comes.
yeah, exactly. So I think that this year we will see the live album.
Mm-hmm.
And then I don't know, maybe a new album towards the end of the year, or maybe very early 2025, I think.
Yeah.
Maybe a single before that, like an EP. Could imagine.
Oh, that'd be nice. Like they released the live album and
Yeah.
then the movie,
Yeah.
and later in the year they could do
Maybe
a single.
maybe have a single as the like for the movie. That could
Yeah.
maybe
Oh
be,
yeah.
that could also work.
Maybe the credit song will be a new Ghost song.
That would be cool. That would actually be a really good idea. Talking
Yeah,
about the
would.
movie, girl.
Hmm.
Is there something? Listen, now that we've interviewed people, and especially I have to say, the stuff that Leon said was fucking hilarious. His idea. I cannot wait for people to listen to that. What he said, what he wished for the movie to be like. I have to say, for me personally, I think again, to be said, it's going to be a movie with concert elements.
Yeah.
So I like to believe there will be more movie than concert, which probably doesn't make that much sense if he wants to put in as much of the concert as possible. But in my opinion, it will be lore, more chapters. Yeah. I truly hope that we will get to see some more Cornucopia stuff. Backstory from Papa in his cardinal days, how everything started. I would love to see some more cardinal stuff. Other than that, yeah, I think we will see. I know this is going to get into some other stuff that we're talking about, but I think it's going to be the story about what's happening to Copia. Yeah, we'll the new Papa will get to that. Yeah, I think just lore, some story about stuff that happened at the forum, especially with the boxing gloves, what that whole shtick was about. Yeah. Release date? I don't know. I think this year. I don't think it's going to be during the summer. I think maybe autumn. I don't know. Yeah, let's say autumn. What do you think?
I really want the movie to answer questions. So
Yes.
I don't think we will see anything of Tobias himself in it.
No.
I don't think we will see anything from the ghouls.
No.
Besides what they're doing on stage.
Sure.
I think that the movie will start from chapter 1 of the chapters and go throughout the entire timeline of Copia's existence within the band. And I think they're going to fill in some stuff. And I think maybe they'll add a couple more chapters within the movie that will tie it off. But I also don't know, and we'll get into this later, I don't know if this is only going to be Copia and then there's a new Papa after it. I think Copia is too lucrative right now, and I think it's going to keep going at least for the next album.
Yeah.
So I don't think Copia is going to die in this movie because everybody wants a happy ending to a movie.
Imagine if the movie was ending with just they killed off Copia and then instantly, hello, he's a new Papa. Say hello, everybody. Yeah, no, the fandom would lose their shit. Yeah, no.
I also think we're gonna have to pay for it. I don't think it's gonna be free. I would love for it to come out during the summer so I could have all my friends fly to me and we could watch it in a big slumber party.
Or one friend.
Are you talking about you? Girl, we aren't friends. Who told you that? It's just business.
Oh my god.
But I think it'll show a lot of fun shenanigans from the LA show. I think things will be explained.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm
really excited to see it.
We've already talked about that in private, but I have to agree, I'm going to get so overwhelmed with this this year movie, probably new album, maybe announcement of a new tour. So much stuff.
It's going to be overstimulating, overwhelming.
Yeah.
I'm going to have to take a break. Like, whenever the chapters come out, I have to take a break from the internet for like a day. This one, I'm going to be radio silence for like 2 weeks.
Yeah, no, I agree. Mentioning the new Papa, maybe if you want me to start, I could, state my opinion. This is not what I think he's going to be like. This is what I wish he's going to be like. Again, I think there will be a new Papa. I don't think it's going to be a different version of Copia. I think we'll get a new one. And what I wish for him to be like is very, very plainly a mixture between between Secondo and Mary Gore. I want
Okay.
this new papa to be as dark and as evil and as twisted as humanly possible. I would love to see some blood for the new papa.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just want him really, really dark. Outfit wise, aesthetic, leather, latex. I would be into that. Some chains, again, blood, loads and loads of black. I think that would be amazing. Is that what's that word? What's that word? What is that word, Jillian? When something isn't not is that not possible? Um,
Impossible?
no, another word for that. Another word for possible. Is that going to happen? Probably not.
Oh, probable.
Mm, sure, yeah. Anyway, is that probable? No, I don't think so. I don't think a very dark and evil aesthetic would be lucrative for Ghost. And I mean, at the end of the day, it still has to make money. So, yeah, I think we'll also get a very likable character, probably. An easy likable character. Think.
Hmm.
Don't you think so?
I don't know. Tobias wants things to be way more theatrical.
Yeah.
I think everything's going to be personified and amplified
Mm.
tenfold.
Yeah.
I think if there's an ex Papa, he's going to be. I wouldn't mind kind of a crazier one. I wouldn't mind
Very flamboyant.
flamboyant, but not in a terzo way.
No.
Like something something already distinguished, but maybe because if we think about it, the empire's now built, okay, and now it's going to start corrupting because it needs to fall. So I think the
Does
next
it though?
papa, the next yeah, because empires always fall and they always get corrupted, they always get overwhelmed. There's
But
war, people
but
go
what if
crazy.
what if the next era is going to be the empire getting like uplifted, not uplifted, but
Like it's doing well.
yeah,
Okay,
it's
that could be
thriving.
Copia's last era, and then he retires, and then after that, it's the corruption. It's whoever takes over. It's gonna be the Empire strikes back. You know what I mean?
Yes,
Like it's
yes.
thing. I think it'll be so cool to see it if it goes that way.
The empire is
But
built. The empire is now like thriving. It's
the
gone really
Empire's
good.
thriving.
The empire is just good.
Copia says bye. He's tired. He wants to. His hair's graying. He wants
Yes.
to retire.
Yes.
Nil is sucking the life out of him.
Yes.
And after that, whoever takes over, maybe it's a crazed out, cracked out Nil.
Oh no,
And
please
he is
no,
half
no, thank you.
ghost.
Oh my god.
um,
Imagine a hologram on
but
stage.
he's kind of young. I don't know.
Hmm.
Um,
I mean, at one point there has to be a new papa. Let's be honest.
yes.
This is the shtick of Ghost. um, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. We'll see.
But I think they're definitely riding out the wave of the success of
Yeah,
Mariana
absolutely.
Cross, which
Sure.
they would be crazy if they didn't.
Of
I'm
course.
sure Tobias has I'm sure he has put his plans on hold for a little bit to ride out that wave.
Didn't he say
Because
that? I thought he said that.
probably has.
Hmm.
I'm sure Loma Vista's like, hey, can you
Dude,
keep Kopi around
it's
just for
going
like
really
a
well.
little longer? It's going really. The Empire is thriving.
Yeah. let it thrive a little bit.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, no, I think so too. I think I also said it in the Rebel Rain episode. For the stage, I would.
Mm-hmm.
Did I say it? No, I don't think I said it. I love the medieval thing that's going on.
Yeah.
So about maybe they could change it with my aesthetic that I would love, like a dungeon. I think that'd be cool. Yeah, a dungeon would be nice. Like a torture chamber. That would also be really cool.
Oh.
Love to see that. Like a new bouncy castle in the back. What is that in English? This torture device. It's a big
Iron Maiden.
Oh yes, an Iron Maiden in the back. Swiss is going to play with the shit every now and then.
When he's bad, he'll get shoved in there.
Yes. Imagine. Yeah. Do you have any thoughts when it comes to the stage?
Well, if we're going off what he says he likes, I mean, he really likes Rammstein style of fire, pyrotechnics. So I think,
yeah.
I don't know. I think, have they ever used a fog machine?
Yeah, sure. At the beginning, I think.
Have they? Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. I kind of see them. He wants it more theatrical, so I'm thinking, okay, we need more elements.
Yeah.
Is there going to be more fire? I know there's year zero, but is there going to be more fog? Is there going to be more interactive backgrounds? I think everything's just going to be bigger. Like I said, amplified way more. I think the medieval style of the stained glass in the monastery and like the whole background, I think that's very Plague Times Freakel album. And
maybe even a new stage layout. Like it's going to look a little bit different.
I think
more of a catwalk situation.
I could still see a mountain way up there.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Put the tall boy up there. Yeah.
Yeah. But
maybe they will go the mayhem route by just throwing a pig head in the audience, or a couple of them, because the audience is so big. Imagine.
Yeah.
I would want one. Just imagine someone taking that thing home.
I would freeze it.
Setting it on Deal or No Deal. The pig.
Yeah. Signed Papa 5 pig head.
Oh my god, yeah. No, like carved in, he's just taking a little knife, carving in his signature.
Maybe in the future we could see Tobias pulling a pink and being attached to ropes from the sky.
He's not even on the stage anymore. He's just like going everywhere.
Or like Lady Gaga at the Super Bowl when she's just like dropping out of the sky. He's just singing Kaiserion. He goes
like screaming from way down below.
Yeah, that's him.
Yeah. Oh, I think I'll miss Kaiserion. It's a perfect opener.
It sets a tone. I love it, but it's not my favorite.
I like Kaiserion.
Off the track. Yeah.
Really like it. Do you think that some of the theories will actually come into play in the movie?
I've been told he really draws a lot of inspiration from the fans, so it's like a really good probability. And there are so many good ones out there. And I don't see him not using little bits of everything, because why else would he release the Caligula-looking Mariana Cross album art?
Sure.
And include it on a coin, because I'm pretty sure he put it on the coin. Yeah.
As well with the 4 Horsemen of the Apocalypse, also referenced.
Yeah. He references so many things, and I don't know if he's just pulling it out of his ass just for that particular thing and moving on.
I mean, he said it that
fits so well.
Sure, and I mean, he also said that part of like the very beginning of the chapters was nothing but for funsies. But yeah, there is a story now, and I mean, he's also like referencing stuff like The Omen or The Shining. So we'll see, I guess.
And yeah, with this whole, you guys got to watch Rebel Reigns episode, but the entire Star Wars fiasco that has been the whole last week.
Yes.
Which has blown my mind.
She has some incredible points.
And I know most of these stories are tale as old as times. You know what I mean? It's all cyclical. It's the same story, just different setup. This little man sure does love to include everything, anything and
Yeah.
everything.
Yeah. Even when he's not doing anything, technically, he's still making
Yeah.
people talk about it, talk about him.
Mm-hmm.
So, if you want to see more of that, if you want to see what our guests have to say, if you want to see what big names of the community have to say, you might
Mm-hmm.
want to stick around. Have fun.
Yeah.